Hello and welcome. First of all, I must say big apologies to all of you guys and girls, whoever who have subscribed to my channel and wanted more gaming videos, wanted more Minecraft videos. The wait is over. I've been doing other things, other reviews on my channel, things like that, and I've started up this new Warhammer 40,000 videos as well, and reviews and things. So I'm being pulled in 3 different directions at the moment, but I am back on track with the gaming videos, and thank you for joining me today. I think we left off here before. This is part 2 of like a tour around my world, around my house and things. So part 1, if you haven't checked it out already, it was a big tour of this place, my house, and I did promise at the end of the last video that I would take you over there to the castle. So off we go. It's difficult to because this is live, okay? It's difficult to talk while walking and things. So I'll try and keep talking, but please don't be too mean on me if there's gaps and things. It's just a long time to talk when you're traveling. So I came from my house over there, along this path that I made, and yes, there's all snow and things. Please just imagine it without all the snow and ice if you can. And that's basically what my world was at the start, until Mojang released a patch which changed all of the biomes, and they turned my sea into an ice rink. So it's a bit negative, I know, but you'd be annoyed too if you'd spent hundreds and hundreds of hours. Anyway, that's just one of my pyramids. In my pyramid video, I will go through how big they are, what the golden rules are, things like that, just to help you out. Up here is actually my wood farm, and this is the thing about Minecraft, unfortunately. You do get sidetracked. I'll try not to get sidetracked too much, but you know me. Up here is my wood farm. I think I've done a video of clearing it, the best way to clear it out when it gets too messy and things, and I will be uploading that pretty soon over the next few days. I'll do a voiceover commentary of that. I won't do it live like I'm doing today. So we follow this path, and it sounds a bit, well, does it? I don't know. Does it sound a bit sad when you've got I don't think anything does in Minecraft. I mean, people just love it. But in here is my viewing area. All right, it's a big W. I just thought it looked quite cool, and it's good for the dimensions and things. The roof is just fantastic. It took me absolutely ages, and I'll put it in the description and I'll say it now. You guys, you must remember that I made this without creative. This was way before creative patch was even out. It's not like creative was part of the game when Minecraft came out on the Xbox, unfortunately, like it was for PC. I'm not even sure whether it was for PC, but this was all done in adventure mode, survival on normal. I don't do it on easy or anything like that. I do it all on normal. So there are, at night time, spiders crawl up the walls and things and try and get me, and I just have to take it in the face, really. Anyway, so this is the castle. I've got these flaming structures, and the whole point of this video is just to give you a tour of my world, and you might see some things that you like and go, hey, yeah, I wouldn't mind putting that in my world, and that's what it's about, isn't it? That's what Minecraft's about. So this is the bridge. Now you might laugh at these traps. They are pretty basic, but you've got pressure pads here which stop you from going over unless you jump. And a lot of the mobs won't get over them. Creepers can. So if you flick this switch, that raises them even further. And then if you did press on those, it'd be difficult to get over. So that's the first trap. We move across here, and as you can see, there's something going on here. So we press that lever, and the floor goes away to reveal my lava moat around this castle. Press it again, and the floor goes even deeper. Now creepers can't jump one block and like a half block, a slab. So sometimes they will make that jump across the lava, which is rare, and spiders as well. So you've just got to be careful of that, that they can make that jump. But then once they're in there, they're kind of trapped. So what you would do then is you'd press the opposite lever, this one, which just pushes the pistons out. So anything that was on the ledges will be pushed into the lava indefinitely. All right. So that's another kind of trap. And that's back. Reset it. Now here, I was planning on putting like a gate that came down and things, but after being in my friend's world and things, it's not only difficult to do, but it uses an awful lot of space above it and below it. We're talking 4 or 5 blocks, probably more, and it just wasn't feasible to keep the aesthetics of the castle doing that. So instead, I've just got this tiny little push the switch, and believe it or not, nothing can get over that, jump it or anything. So that's kind of like the last line of defense. Anyway, it's just, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible and not move the camera around too quickly, because it can get quite disorientating. So we'll go down first of all. I've got a sign with the basement and things. So in here, this is like the gatehouse. These switches don't do anything. This is purely just for aesthetics. It's to fit in well with the top of the gate. In here is where I keep all my supplies and things. Got some food, some iron, gold and things. Got all my furnaces around there. I've got this cool little table that I've rigged it so you put it down, and it's on a timer so that all of the table parts go down sequentially, if you understand what that means, like one after the other, in time order. I've got some weapons and other things there. I've got an infinite water supply. That's literally just to my moat. More supplies here. If we go down here. I think, yeah, there we go. Boom. So I've got some TNT in there. Not an awful lot. I haven't really been playing Minecraft over the past few months because I've just been doing other things. So I might be a bit rusty and things. Got plenty of other supplies in here. I've got this. These are where I keep all my special things. I'm sure you all have chests and things in your world where you keep all your special rare items. If you're doing a purely adventure world, I mean, obviously if you're doing creative, I don't think that matters much. I did try and put arrows in those, but I haven't yet sorted it out. But that's a good enough deterrent, having that in if you want to add anyone to your world and not make them build anything. Here there's a bit of a gap there, which I was a bit cheesed off about in a way, but here I think I press that switch, and I think I press that switch, and this is into the dungeon. I haven't really done much of the dungeon. I will be doing more of it, I promise, and there'll be another part of this dungeon at some point. Got this lava waterfall which you can just walk around, so not a bit of an issue, and this is a work in progress, this dungeon. Okay, but I just thought I'd just show you it, might give you ideas putting a dungeon in your castle and things. We won't close them because that's a bit tedious and that would be wasting your time. So we'll go up again, try not to make people feel too dizzy, but we'll go all the way up. Oh, there's this little guardhouse thing, and you're probably wondering why I put ladders and things on the walls. Well, I just think they look quite okay as weapon racks, you know, where they put the swords and axes and things, just lean them on there. You got this switch here and this switch here, and that just closes you in or closes somebody in. All right, and my castle's full of these little extra things. So that was the basement. In here, this I think goes outside, so we'll just go and double check that. This is like one of the secret ways into my castle. There are two. And it goes all the way around, and here we are outside on this sand little island, and trust me, it did work really well when there wasn't all the ice and things around, but as you can see, it has affected that. How do we get out? That one? Okay. Right, we'll go up the main castle. This kind of fat piece of the castle. So this is on the... Would you say it's the rampart parts or the just the castle walls? As you can see, there's the lava moat. Yeah, that wasn't there to begin with. Obviously, I filled up all the buckets and put it all in. Quite happy with it in the end. And I got this huge tower up here. The only way to get into that tower is across that narrow bridge. I played a lot of Dark Souls, and it's such an incredible game that I did get some of my inspiration from that game. I would love to make an Orlando or something like that, but I think it's a bit of an extreme task to do in adventure. I mean, I'm sure there are people that have done it on PC on creative, and you know, hats off to them, because that I could just imagine that would look incredible. Anyway, there's the viewing house over there, and this is on top of one of the other blocks or columns of the castle. Now, in each one of these, it does have doors and rooms, which I've yet to decorate and things, and it kind of gives you an idea that both of these would be full of soldiers, and they'd come and flood these walls and things if there was an attack. I know this is all kind of make-believe and things, but I think giving it a bit of a backstory, a bit of fluff, helps. It motivates you a bit more of, you know, why have you built these things like this? Why are there rooms and all the rest of it? It just adds to it, adds to your creation. Anyway, so here's two say main rooms, two little bedrooms. We go up the main column a little bit further. This is kind of like, I just put a little room in there, like a wizard's room. It's just, again, more fluff. This is another part of the column. And then we go up the main area again, and this is kind of like the second main floor of the fat part of this castle. And then there's a central pillar there, and two kind of extra columns either side of the central pillar. Design-wise, it's a bit wonky. The middle section is a little bit to the right, but the way it's built, it kind of had to be that way in order to get all of these. I've totally forgotten their name of them. Please put it in the comments. And I did actually write on somebody's video about what they were called, but anyway, you can see what they are. So we're up on the right column now, and on each one of these columns there's a big torch. There's one on the other side there. So we're on the right hand column at the moment. Getting to look a little bit like a fortress. I wish I'd put some bigger walls around it, and I suppose I could actually do that at some point, and just keep adding around it. But my whole idea for this castle was to have it coming out of the sea, and of course it comes out of the ice now, so it's not as isolated as it was, and in a way, it's, if you never want Mojang or whoever to you know, update the game and change water, just never build anything on water, really, is my best guess. Or, I mean, I know it's different on the PC, you can bypass that and things, because your world is pretty much infinite in a way, but I think just decide there and then, just go, right, I'm not going to build it on water, because they could change the biomes and put it on ice. But especially if you've spent this long on building a structure or castle or something on water, which you thought forever it would remain water. Anyway, so we're back in the central column part on the main floor. Now this here is the very thin column, and there are rooms off of it, and there are rooms off of it that obviously lead to the main fat part of the castle. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. I'm confusing myself here, so just bear with me. And we'll go up this thin column. Don't know why I'm holding a maggot all the time. That's not much better either. But this fades off to the left column. However, it does carry on going up to the very top, to this very thin column here. As you can see there's the main crux of the castle in a way. It's the largest part of it, and you can see there my creeper with the crown. gold crown. That just gives you an idea if you wanted to make one of those in your world. I think it works quite well. And to get that tree there, don't ask me about it. It took me absolutely ages. Obviously the tree you can build there, which I did, and I added lots of green leaves around, perfectly symmetrical because I'm like that. But the grass itself, in this world, you can't just put grass down, dirt down, and it will grow grass. Grass has to grow from one dirt block to another. So if you can imagine a really long dirt pillar that went all the way down to there, and then I had to wait or build other things while waiting for grass to steadily grow in sufficient light all the way up to that tree there. So that just goes to show you the length I kind of went to. Anyway, this is the bridge across here to this main tower. And this is what I would like to classify as kind of like the retreat tower. I mean, yeah, that could be a retreat castle tower there. But this one is very narrow. You could have archers or whoever up there, or, it's got a large gate. You could have people, dropping tar or, I don't know, whatever. That limestone stuff, horrible stuff. If you've ever watched, it's going back now, any of Sharp's videos and things, if you remember that. But yeah, it's quite defendable. It's only got one point of entry here. And it does go round a little bit. And it goes all the way down to the bottom in this one tower. And it also goes all the way to the top. And I think this goes right to the top of the limit. I'm in fact sure it does, actually. Yeah. So, as you can see, this is, let's just see if it does. Yeah, so just as a little bit of proof. So if you could hear me using my fingers and things on the microphone, but there we go. So there we go. So this is the tallest part of the castle, in a way. And now we're going to spend some time going down to the other part of the castle. Okay. So it's not the easiest thing to get to, the other main column, but I think it's fine as it is. I think it's fine. So this part of the castle, open these double doors, and you're immediately hit with the creeper. Looks good because it's sunrise in my world at the moment. I think it is. Yep, sun's just over there. Is that the moon? Moon. There's the sun, directly opposite. There we go. So we go into here at the double doors. I was thinking about making some kind of trap here, because although there's no lava, people could be dropped into the sea. If there's enough interest in things, I may modify this to have lava spewing out of his mouth. I mean, that would be quite cool. Just give you a bit of inspiration there. You could have it so that there are pressure plates. Step on a pressure plate, his mouth opens, lava spills over the door. How do you activate that? You have to go around the whole castle trying to search for that. But in this build at the moment, I haven't done such a thing. These are where the kind of nobles, captains, whoever, generals sleep. These are their own rooms. They've got separate rooms. Again, another separate room. I use these as tables. I think they look quite good as tables. You basically just put a red torch underneath them. And then this is a room in here. And this is another room in here. Now I'm just conscious about the time, and I think the way I talk and how long I talk for, I don't want it to be too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it there as kind of like a part 1 of part 2. And please join me for part 2 of part 2 in another video that I'll put up as soon as possible, straight after this one. And we'll go down to the bottom of the castle to find out what on earth is going down there, because there's a big project, and we'll go to the top as well. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching and for joining me. Check out part 2 of 2, I suppose. Take care.